Hey, what's going on, my everybody friends on YouTube? Today is October 28th, 2021. I also want to say happy early Halloween, everybody. Everybody on YouTube. And finally, after months and months, I thought this would never come back. Welcome back to the return of the PT-GT series. And what a great way we're going to play F1 Career Challenge. We've earned our license, I would say about 4 or 5 months ago. And finally, the wait is over. And of course, you got 4 choices. You can do test scenario, race weekend, career info, and spin points. But of course, we have to save points. So, our very first race is going to be at Albert Park at Melbourne, Australia. And we're ready to start our debut as a Formula One race car driver in the special opening of the 1999 Formula One World Championship. So without further ado, let's get our qualifying and racing underway for the first time on Nick DeLuna's channel for the PT-GT series of Formula One. And we're making our explosive debut for European racing. And we're going to skip practice since I've been practicing a few practice sessions lately. So, without further ado, let's get our qualifying session. Here we go! Well, I'll be darned, on our very first lap, we actually took pole position away from Mika Hakkinen. We were slow on Sector 1. We made up for lost time in Sector number 2. We were a little bit slow, but why don't we do one more flying lap? What a great flying pass. As we burn up more of those Bridgestone tires, since you can see the letter B, that's for Bridgestone tires. We went a little bit wide, a little bit faster, but a little bit better. No, Roscoe, get. No, Roscoe, no. Sorry, my friends. A little cat fail. Somehow my little brother Roscoe just messed up my flying lap. Well, even if it's going to be a little bit slower, but oh well. you can either try again or get a faster lap. Ouch, we were 2 seconds slower. Well, we still got a few hundredths faster. Only myself and Mika Hakkinen are the fastest ones in row number 1. Well, we went too straight in the gravel trap. Not a good start for our third flying lap. Oh, we made up a lot of time. 0.2 hundredths. That was fantastic. I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to corner cut it. I really wasn't trying to do that. I really am sorry. A little bit faster. Are we going to put on a faster flying lap, or is it going to be slower? Almost drift the car. As we head to the final turn, are we going to have a faster lap? It feels like it's going to happen. Wow! 1 minute 21.6. Of course, I had to dump that lap. And we reached a pole position in our very first race. So we got the pole position in the bag. Nearly 2 seconds. And I'll show you the rest of the grid. And it seems like our ending of this qualifying session is coming to an end. So these are going to be our official results. And uh-oh, David Coulthard, the Scottish driver, taking over second. Mika Hakkinen has dropped to 4th. So it's between McLaren and, of course, ourselves, Williams. It's between 2 British teams. But can we win on our very first race? And you have to finish in the top 6 to earn points. But if you don't, you're out of here. So without further ado, let's look at our starting grid before we start the Grand Prix. And our pit stop numbers, number 3. This is going to be a 6-lap race. So here we go for the European race. Our first round, the Australian Grand Prix at Melbourne, Australia. And let's start our starting grid. Myself and Coulthard, Michael Schumacher and Mika Hakkinen, Eddie Irvine and Ferrari, of course, Johnny Herbert, our teammate, Alex Zanardi and Rubens Barrichello. Then the Jordan driver, Hightower Frenson and Olivier Panis, John Lacey and Alex Woods, Jarno Trulli and Damon Hill, former champion, Mark Denise and Sauber and Giancarlo Fisichella, Pedro De La Rosa and Ricardo Zonta, Takechi and Mark Gine. And rounding out the final field, a Canadian, Jack Buellern and Luca Bador. As we go to the 5 red lights, here we go. First round of the Formula 1 Championship. And we're underway. A little slower start, but we managed to take over the lead. And we lead the race with David Coulthard right behind us. But we have to watch out for McLaren and Ferrari because they're the 2 fastest teams. I think we're kind of minimum, and of course Jordan, I think it's a threatening car to win. Eddie Irvine and Ferrari's making early pit stop. We lead the race. We lead the race from David Coulthard from 3.5 seconds on the first lap. Alright, I think that I put the curve too much into it. I gotta admit it. Oh, we got McLaren is out of the race. Did you hear from the radio? The reigning champion Mika Häkkinen to finish the Flying Finn. He is finished. The Flying Finn, Mika Häkkinen's out of the race, and this was only the first lap. Yes, sir. And we're going to pit in our first pit stop. And we have a speed limit. And we were nearly 8 seconds ahead of David Coulthard, but of course we're going to lose the lead. But let's see what our pit stop will turn out. Now we got David Coulthard in the lead. Here we go. Alright, crew, keep going. You're doing great. Oh, a perfect pit stop. And that was Johnny Herbert. We got a few other cars that go past us. Alex Wurz is past us. And we join in third place. And our teammate has just pit in as well. And we're about 10 seconds ahead of Michael Schumacher. So, could we win in our debut race? But let's not celebrate too soon, but it will be amazing. And this is our first race. As we go on to sector number 2, we're catching up to the Benetton's Alexander Woods, the Austrian, excuse me. Oh, and we go to the gravel trap. That's going to hurt us a little bit, but not by much. This is the battle for second. Now David Coulthard is in the pits. But is Alex Wurz go let us pass? Or is he going to the pits and let us pass? Oh, he's going in the pits. David Coulthard has just came out of the pits, and I think we're going to take over the lead, and we do! David Coulthard tried to undercut us, but it's not going to happen. And we're down to 2 more laps. Are we going to hang on to the Australian Grand Prix victory? Seems like McLaren has a faster pit stop. We got about 6 seconds. Are we going to hang on to the lead? Or is anything going to happen? And believe me, these Formula 1 race cars, even though they're easily fragile, but if you have a dream car to drive or even get behind the wheel, that will be a Formula 1 race car. And these cars cost about $15 to $17 million a piece. I mean, they're very expensive. That's even 17 times more expensive than an airport fire truck. As we head to the final lap, we're going to try to cruise and take it easy. David Coulthard is still running in second behind us. But who will get the first 6 positions? Are we going to be the first time as a rookie? I mean, this is our only first race, but we're going to have many more races yet to come. So we might have a good chance. And as you can see, we're about 7.5 seconds ahead of David Coulthard, so this could be a good chance. And then it's our teammate Alexander Zanardi, or should I say Alexandro Zanardi. And we're heading to the final sector. Heading for the final few turns in our Williams car, and we're going to be the winners in our very first race for the Formula 1 World Championship. We won in the first race. Wow, a pole position and a Grand Prix win in our very first race. How about that? And we'll give you the rest of the results. So there's going to be 2 championships. Team championships, which is Constructors Championships. And of course, the Drivers' Championships, which involves everybody else. And it's quite a shame the reigning champion Mika Hakkinen was out of the race, plus a few others. Here's the results of the Australian Grand Prix. And we beat David Coulthard, and Michael Schumacher rounds out the podium, followed by Johnny Herbert, Olivia Pennis, and I forgot who finished 6th. It's about to come up. And finishing in the 6th spot will be Giancarlo Fisichella. So we have an early lead, but there's plenty more races left to go. And as the Williams, we're actually in the lead. And as you can see, these are our top 6 points. You get 10 points for finishing first, and finishing 6th, you only get 1 point. And this is kind of like a replay on our very final lap. I don't know why I keep changing my accent. I'm just so... To be honest, I'm a little bit nervous, but in a good way. I really wasn't expecting to win on our very first Grand Prix. pole position and a Grand Prix victory. Man, that was something. Well, let's go to our Grand Prix stands. As we stand tall in the middle of the castle, Williams and us, we won the Australian Grand Prix. There's David Coulthard on our right, and his McLaren on our left. Former champion Benetton, Michael Schumacher. American, Scottish or British, and German. Top three on the top step of the podium. Now that's why I call making an impact. Well, this is Nick DeLuna here. I hope you enjoyed the Australian Grand Prix on October 28th, 2021. This is Nick DeLuna saying, see you next time, and be prepared for more Formula 1 racing for F1 Career Challenge. What a Grand Prix. What a debut. That was totally priceless and speechless. I don't know what else to say.